Good morning. Happy Spring Equinox 2024. The last 2024 for eternity. It's time to learn the word in the Oracle of the Spring Equinox for the mystic initiates of the Order of Monday Morning. Okay, how do I turn this off? There. I thought we'd have a little drama this morning. This is, by all means, even a secular world. This is the spring equinox, the first day of spring. This whole nightmarish winter is over. I won't say it. I won't jinx it. I won't call the new nightmarish world begins. But anyway, welcome. And today I'm going to give us a little break from the chronology of the High Holy Days of Thelema and just do something for us. All of us, whether we're Thelemites or whether we're magicians or not, if you join me every morning at 10-ish every morning, we all belong to the Order of Monday Morning. We're all the elite initiates of this august organization, this fellowship. And as is the custom with many occult groups or mystical bodies or fraternal organizations, at the beginning of their ritual season, very often they change officers at this time of year. As a matter of fact, to remind us of what we've been talking about the last couple days or so, the officers in the magical order of the Golden Dawn changed officers. They moved up in line from their positions. Everybody got a raise. Well, I don't know if they got a raise, but they got a promotion. The person that was in second place, or the Hyrus, who played Horus in the Golden Dawn era, stepped up and took over mastership in the East. The officer in the East was Osiris in the Golden Dawn structure. And then the hegemon, who was like third in line, moved up to second in line, and everybody moved up a chair. And they do that in Masonry a lot too. The officers work up the chair. The junior deacon takes over for the senior deacon. The senior deacon takes over for the master. Everybody sort of moves up the chairs. Well, in overtly magical organizations, the year ahead is inaugurated by a mystical word that is for the whole group. Okay, it's a word, and you're not told how to interpret the word or anything else, but it's the word that characterizes each individual's magical adventure for the year. We could put it that way. And not only that, but then there was an oracle for the year, and that could have been a tarot reading, or in things that I'm more familiar with, a Ching reading. Okay, and probably all over the world, in groups of maybe numbering 5 all over the world, groups are doing this. Okay, at this time, especially those based on Golden Dawn kind of stuff. But because we're not an official anything, we're just people that hang out at 10 o'clock Pacific time every morning, 7 days a week. Some of us see each other more than we see our own families. Okay, we do this regularly and have for 3 years. So I've decided to call this group. I used to call it the Order of Sequestered Mystics, and that's because this whole thing started during the pandemic. And many of us actually were sequestered mystics. But now we're getting out and around and more and more. Not that it's completely over, but we're getting out more and more. So we can't be defined as sequestered mystics exactly anymore. So with your approval, we'll call this new electronic order Order of Monday Morning. And you pronounce it, you got to sort of look like you're stoned. This is how you say it. You sort of look stoned. And you go, Like it? So to prepare us all with a word and an oracle for the upcoming year. Now remember, when we draw the word, this is just for your own edification, for your own meditation. Do with it what you will. It's all very Zen, okay? So I'm going to choose a word. Now Crowley chose the word of the equinox by dangling or tossing his magic ring on a manuscript of the Book of the Law. And where the ring fell, it circled the word of the Aeon. Now, there is speculation that it was any holy book of Thelema that he did. There's 13 holy books of Thelema. These are more or less channeled documents, and not they came from someplace else except the scholarship and meat brain of the scribe. And I like Liber 7. I like Liber 65. I like the Book of the Law. But for today's equinox, I think I'm going to choose to toss my ring here on the Liber 7. And I think I've got Liber 7 here someplace. Okay. And I'm going to... Okay, here's the ring I'm using. This is Donna Gordon, bless her heart, had this made for me years and years ago. This is my, truly my official bishop ring. She bought that amethyst herself and then had that professionally engraved so that it can actually use as a seal. It's a fabulous ring. I didn't have a bishop's ring. You don't get a bishop's ring, from the OTO or for the AGC. You got to figure out how to make one yourself, and I can't afford this. Donna, years and years ago, said, "What kind of ring do you want?" And I said, "I want one that's so big that you can kiss it from across the room." And I was just joking. But she made me one that was so big you could you could kiss it from across the room. That's got OTO on one side, EGC on the other, and it's got my, oh, I guess we have to read it that way. It's got my magical bishop's name, Tau Lamed, on there. So it's a special ring. So let us prepare ourselves to receive the word of the equinox. I'm going to flip the pages back and forth. Okay. Oomers, join me as I go. Let's see. I wish you could see this. It landed on the word delight. Right in the, I'm going to take a picture in case you don't believe me later. Wow. Excuse me. Hang on. There was my camera right there. I'm going to move this light over there so we can see it better. Okay, I'll post that later. The word of the equinox is delight. Now for the oracle. I'm going to shut my phone off there. For the oracle, I am going to use the Ching of Milo. Now, this is from the Book of Ordinary Oracles. As a matter of fact, you can get the Ching of Milo on Kindle, okay, which is fine, okay. It's just easier to get the Book of Ordinary Oracles because on this solemn occasion, there's nothing more holy than trying to sell something. The I Ching. I will now do the I Ching Oracle. And for this, I will use my bag of I Ching sticks and say, join me in chanting our sacred title. And I'll shake them out one by one out of the bag here. Okay, and they fall in a certain direction, and I have to reassemble them by which one is lower, sort of like pickup sticks. That goes there, that goes there. Ah, but this one's lower than that one, and this one's lower than that one. Okay, I will take a picture of this too to share with you. Hold that thought. Okay, the oracle is, or the hexagram is, and I'll look it up in the handy dandy chart. It's on the back. There. It is hexagram number 34. With a moving line in the first place. I will read Milo's teaching. Hexagram 34. The power of the great. Goodness and truth have come to power. Direct that power wisely. Established order is currently great and just. Don't go against it. And the moving line in the first place is, at the moment, you'll only break your foot if you try to kick the door. So, for the hexagram and moving line, 34, power of the great, goodness of truth have come to power. Direct that power wisely. The established order is currently great and just. Don't go against it. At the moment, you'll only break your foot if you try to kick down the door. Okay, now when we move the moving line to its opposite, that changes the lower trigram and changes the entire hexagram. So we're still this on top, but now the bottom is, hang on, the bottom is now 32. Duration. Marriage. The courtship's over. The man gets off his knees. The woman is still in control. Living force and energy, enduring because it is flexible. Moving, yet stable, like the stars. All of that may mean something to me that's entirely different to what it means for you. But first and foremost, we have to remember it was intended for us. And that's it for today. Tomorrow, we'll probably do something a little more serious. Until then, have a wonderful, wonderful, official, real live, deep in the heart of the beginning of spring. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.